Hi, this is 1975, and today I'm bringing you a video that goes into detail on why I am known as the Cock in Space, why there's a cockerel theme on my channel, and I'm going to be talking about Big Red Rooster Rescue. So for those of you who come on for an Elite Dangerous video, this may not be the video you're looking for unless you're interested in cock, and who isn't interested in cock, to be honest. Now, if you didn't know already, the reason my channel has a cockerel theme is because we run Big Red Rooster Rescue. It's a cockerel rescue sanctuary founded by my other half. It's very much her passion project, and it's called the Big Red Rooster because it's named after this guy who was known as Scumpy. He was a massive ginger cockerel that lived in my house. He lived in there for 4 years. It was probably the greatest pet I've ever had. There's videos explaining his story on my channel. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and it was very sad when he passed away. But his legacy is to be the name of the cockerel rescue route we run, which is Big Red Rooster Rescue. It's a chicken-based UK rescue. We're officially a not-for-profit organisation because of the way small charities work in the UK. You have to have a certain amount of funding before you are considered a charity, and considering we pay for this pretty much ourselves, it's registered as a not-for-profit company, and you know, it's something we fundraise for, and we do get donations. We have a small but loyal band of followers on Facebook, and we couldn't do anything without them. They are amazing. However, we still fund this quite a lot ourselves. The majority of the income that goes on it is, from our wages, and it is something that's an expensive passion project of my other half. I mean, it is something I encouraged her heavily to get involved in. She had a passion for it. She really wanted to do it, and so I helped her set up the not-for-profit company, which sometimes, you get a lot of crowing in the background. This is why. And I helped set up the not-for-profit. I encourage her in everything that she does. One of the ways in which I encourage this passion project is the fact that all the revenue from my YouTube channel goes to Big Red Rooster Rescue, which isn't very much. I mean, there's a couple of my videos have done quite well and actually made some, reasonable amounts of money, but that's all trickled into the rescue. The money comes directly from YouTube and is paid directly into my into the Big Red Rooster PayPal account, and it's just handy. There's a little trickle of money here and there. Every so often it'll pay for a bag of feed. I think we raised nearly £250 last year, which is a reasonable sum of money for a hobby that I do for the fun of it. I mean, I never look at YouTube as something that I'm ever probably going to make money from. It's purely a hobby. I like making these videos, and I've always said I will make a video even if I only had one viewer who liked it. So the amount of views I get, likes, the fact that I've got over 2,000 subscribers has blown me away. It's not something I ever expected, and the birds are really starting to play up now. I think they know I'm talking about them. But it's never something I expected. I didn't expect to sort of get more than like a handful of views and likes every now and again when I first went down this route of making a YouTube channel. So the fact that I can use the bit of money that I get to help my other half's passion project, the Cockerel Rescue, is great. I mean, the amount of stories we've got, because people see the cutest things in the world, chicks. These guys are from a school hatching program, and they don't really consider, they don't think that each one of those tiny little things that are possibly the cutest things going are actually a life that's got to be cared for and looked after for a long time. Cockerels are creatures that are much maligned and disposed of. They're not needed in the egg industry. They're considered noisy, a nuisance. A lot of them come to us because of noise complaints, and here's those little chicks. This was not long afterwards. They are the Essex boys that we've got from a school hatching program, and the school hadn't thought about the consequences of bringing chicks into the world, and you know, we're left to pick up the pieces from a lot of these school hatches. We've got abandoned cockerels. It's, if you go on the Facebook page, you'll see some of the stories are horrific, some of the stories are uplifting, some of the stories are rewarding. It is an exhausting, ridiculous amount of work my other half puts herself through for the cause of saving the cockerels that we managed to save. You know, we've got something in the region of like 120 birds at the moment, 120 to 130 birds. There's literally 5 chickens running around my front room at the moment, which is the noise you can hear from downstairs. This is Chrissy, one of our most famous members, who sadly is no longer with us, but Chrissy was lovely, and a very good ambassador for Big Red Rooster Rescue. He was one of the guys that always got taken round shows and things like that. We've got a few like Quizzy and George that are well remembered for their work for the rescue. You know, because Helen does events like local fates, shows, things like that. So, you know, it's an exhausting but rewarding pursuit of trying to save animals, trying to address that balance, because cockerels are like the most mistreated animal out there. I mean, they're executed on day one in the egg industry. You know, there's not many people who love them and keep them, you know, aren't really tolerated because of the noise they create. And it's just nice that we can give them a little piece of paradise to come to. I always think that sort of Big Red Rooster is like a special place that cockerels can come to, where they get a little slice of heaven. You know, they get their ladies, they get nice food, they get well treated, they get plenty of free ranging time. You know, it's a paradise compared to the fate that would normally await them as cockerels. And it's nice that you know, I'm able to do a little bit with my YouTube channel to help towards all the hard work that my partner does in, you know, her pursuit of craziness. I always joke, I always say that I made a wish when I was young that I wanted a cock-obsessed girlfriend, and it looks like I got my wish. I mean, as you can imagine, it's a gift that doesn't stop giving, the fact you can make cock references about virtually everything. The other major benefit is the fact that you share your home with these dinosaurs. It is hilarious. They are very fun creatures to be around, much more intelligent than people give them credit for. They actually have the equivalent intelligence of about a 4-year-old child. They're incredibly inquisitive, easier to train than dogs. Scumpy was well better trained than the 2 dogs currently in the house. You know, they are phenomenally fun, silly creatures, you know, that you have to watch really, because you know, they'll always try and steal food. Got one in the house at the moment, Victor, who looks like a pom-pom with legs, but thinks he's some sort of fearsome dinosaur and constantly tries to attack me. It is pathetic, but it is really, really funny and quite cute. When you catch him in your arms, his little legs keep going and he's like trying to get you. He's just the most pathetic thing going. It is, like I say, it's exhausting, it's costly, but ultimately it's quite rewarding. Some of the stories, some of the, you know, things that we've seen is quite heartbreaking at times, but other times it's inspiring and amazing. If you want to check it out, I would recommend going over to the Facebook page. We're always looking for new likes on there to try and build that up. The more people, you know, we get interested, the better. But the Facebook page has been growing slowly and steadily over the last few years, and it's a nice little supportive community over there. So if you want to take a look, you can. Oddly enough, we've had some backlash and hate, which is really hilarious, you know, but there's some people out there who got their knickers in a twist because we started a campaign to stop school hatching programs, because, you know, we get inundated with requests to house the remains of school hatching programs, the chicks that are left over. There's some people making money from it, launched a bit of a backlash campaign against us, which was just hilarious. I've been making some jokes recently because some charities have been caught out spending money on prostitutes that they should have spent on fundraising, so I thought I'd make this fun poster. But cock jokes are, you know, an abundance, and now you know why there's a cock theme on my channel and you hear crowing in the background on my videos. I'm going to leave you with the Big Red Rooster himself crowing to sign us off and say that's all, and thank you very much for watching.